Welcome to another exciting episode of Koffin Radio. I am Heartthrob Rob, and unfortunately, today we are saying rest in peace to Dustin Diamond, aka Screech from Saved by the Bell. An untimely passing here, man. Only at the age of 44, he passed away from stage 4 small cell lung carcinoma. Sad, man. 44 years old. I'm turning 34 this year, so only 10 years older than me. And, for him to be on television 30 years ago, it's just kind of crazy. 1990, 1991. I mean, you're a child. I know when he started the show in Good Morning Bliss, started in 1988, and then, Saved by the Bell started in 89. It's just, you're only 12 years old, at this time. It's just kind of crazy for him to just, go through that. I mean, I grew up watching Saved by the Bell. That's what I thought high school was going to be like. I remember being in, second, third, fourth grade already watching that show, thinking it was amazing. I used to watch reruns on WGN, and it's had, it comes off the spinoff of Good Morning Miss Bliss, but, you get to see these kids all the way from, their first year of high school, he's only 12, 13, 14 years old when he's doing this, playing a high school student already. And, I grew up with that, Zach Morris, AC Slater, I thought I was going to marry Kelly Kapowski, but, to see one of your childhood actors, pass away, it's just sad, especially, in hindsight. I know, some things have happened in his, the later half of his life, that weren't so savory. But, when you think about, it's like the Urkel thing, you're just poked and prodded, and, I'm sure a lot of people are cool, but some people are, hey, what's up, Screech? Fucking teasing you over some character that you played 30 years, and you played it damn well, Like I said, I grew up on that, the harebrained schemed ideas of Zach, and, early on with Screech is just more like the dumb, or the nerdy friend that's always helping, before they kind of turned him around. But, I went to Saved by the Max, I went to all that, like, I loved, everything, Saved by the Bell oriented. I had Heather Hopper on the show. Just everything is just, it's so sad, man. Like I said, I watched Saved by the Bell growing up for forever. Cartoons and Saved by the Bell. That was my jam. His actual name was Dustin Neil Diamond. He was born January 7th, 1977. So he just passed his 44th birthday. Damn, just like how I'm going to be 34 this year. And he died February 1st, 2021. Began his acting as a child, came on Good Morning Miss Bliss from 1988 to 89. And then, after Saved by the Bell, he was actually on the College Years and New Class. He's actually the only person to be on every single episode of Saved by the Bell, which is fucking crazy, For all the Zach Morris, Kellys, AC Slaters, Lisa Turtle, Jesse Spano, Screech was the one who was always there. He came back in the College Years as Principal Belding's assistant, and in... later, that's, that ends, 95 maybe, and then obviously in 2006, he has that sex tape, and, he's came out and said, like, that wasn't me, and all this crazy stuff, but, it's just, I think that stuff is more, commonplace now, but in 2006 it was still kind of different and weird, and I don't think that's the angle we really want coming from Screech. And then 2009, he comes out with that book, Behind the Bell, and, it's got not the greatest stories behind things that are happened or supposedly happened while filming Saved by the Bell. And that put a lot of tension between him and, Mark Paul Gosselaar and Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Mario Lopez. They just weren't the biggest fans of, kind of making up these stories. And he came out, years later and said, it was fabricated, some of the stories. I kind of told them things that I thought maybe might have happened, or things that, possibly could have, maybe one in a million chance could have happened, and they ran with it like it was the gospel. But he came out and apologized later on, 2013, and said, yeah, I'm so sorry about all that, I should have done that. But, I don't think about those two situations. What I think about is Screech Powers, man, and it was sad. Screech was my generation's sidekick, you know what I mean? The friend, the friend that they always have. And, it was huge for Saved by the Bell. And I used to freaking laugh and tell the joke because it's true. My uncle bought his old house, like, in the 90s, like after all the fame and fortune, and got foreclosed on, God bless his heart. But my uncle bought his house, and it's in Placentia. So, maybe I'll do a tour of the house or just show you kind of what it looks like beforehand. Just 'cause I think that's kind of cool, kind of random little piece of tidbit there. Yeah, it's crazy for the reboot to just happen and then for him to pass away, and you never know, he could have got back on it, a little minor part, even if he is living on a space station. But an integral part of my childhood, man, a little piece of it gone. Crazy. Super crazy. A lot of outpouring from the rest of the crew yesterday. I mean, we had Mark Paul Gosselaar, Mario Lopez, Victoria, what's her name? Tori Spelling. All of them, Tiffany Matheson, just come out and give their condolences, because it's very sad to see Screech, pass away like that so quickly, and then there was rumors of his death like a year ago. So to see him actually pass, it's just very, very sad. But yeah, man, let me know what your favorite Screech episode is or movie or whatever. I mean, I liked all the ideas where they had the things that clear up the pimples was pretty funny. Him dancing when he's got the ants in his costume, I thought was hilarious. The robot he has, all that, man. Let me know what your favorite Screech memory is. We'll talk about it in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you like what you're watching, then hop in the coffin. Follow us on social media at Koffin Radio. Rest in peace, Screech, Dustin Diamond. And that's all for today.